Hello and welcome to Dumplings and Dragons, where everything's made up and sometimes the points matter. This series is a bunch of Kiwi-Asian actors based in Auckland getting together to play D&D. I'm your DM. Today that stands for Direct Message, Benjamin Tay. And today I'm joined by... so just remember to say your character name, the race and class if you want to, and your pronouns as well as your character's pronouns. We'll begin with Jess.
Hey, I'm Jess. My character is Lee Dragonblood, who is a drow elf. And I am she and her, or the badass.
As well as Lee Dragonblood.
As well as Lee Dragonblood.
And did you want to say that your class?
That's Paladin.
Cool.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Followed by Jen Huang, who is playing.
Hi guys, I'm playing Zie Ling. I am a Earth Genasi class warlock, and Zie Ling identifies as they and them. That's it.
Yeah. And then we have Ankita.
Hey guys, my name is Ankita, and my character's name is Rain, and my pronouns are she, and my character's pronouns are he, him. Oh, and my character Rain is a Asimar monk. I'll get it one day. I'll pronounce it right one day.
An ASMR monk.
ASMR monk. There we go.
that was the wrong way to pronounce it. ASMR.
Get it one day.
Yeah. And then we have Mustaq, who is playing.
Hey, I'm Mustaq. I'm playing Backbone. He's a tiefling cleric, and he identifies with he and him. Yeah. That's it.
And you, what about yours?
Identifies he and him too. Yeah.
And then we have Dilys, who is playing.
I don't have a name. This character just wanders around nameless and doesn't care what you it. It goes by anything in terms of pronouns, but you're welcome to use it if you want. And looks like a kid, but obviously isn't because has pink skin, if you look closely, and has mysterious powers, but won't say where they came from. And I go by she and her.
And last but not least, Nicholas Contreras, who is playing.
Oh, hello. I'm playing Balasar Dracodanian, the bantering debonair dragonborn dragon bard. And I identify as him, male, legend.
Every time.
And Balasar as well.
Oh, no, both.
Right, just to clarify, thank you.
Just to clarify.
Excellent. There are a couple of housekeeping things that I wanted to bring up. So I realized that I made some continuity errors in the reviewing of the footage. And so Sanjay was killed and buried at the village cemetery. And Sanjay is Rita's third cousin and ex-husband. Just to mash it all in there.
They were related?
Alabama.
Those things happen.
I mean, third cousin. That's all right.
It's not that bad.
Yeah.
It happens. Family.
Jeez, though.
Family.
Oh, but also some of the militia from Tom God are still missing. So it's not like no one's missing. There are still people from Tom God who are missing, mostly the militia.
Ooh.
Whoa.
I also realized something, and that this is because Ling rolled a Bardic Inspiration dice for damage. The Bardic Inspiration, or actually any inspiration, cannot be used for damage. It can be used for ability checks, ability saving throws, and attack rolls, but not damage, because otherwise it's just too unfair. But also, I've realized that if a player is doing something awesome, or if I think that they're really playing the character well, I can also award DM inspiration, and you can get the same thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's
Tonight
incentive.
we have Jen, who is going to be keeping track of initiative for us, and Jess, who is going to do the recap. Before the recap begins, I'm just going to say that the party has leveled up since the last session, where they're all level 2 now. New Zealand is still in lockdown, but an announcement was made earlier today, so that's going to be changing in a week and a bit. This campaign is still, it's always going to be a bit of a homebrew, so things are going to be slightly different from the books. But the aim of this project is to make a story with these players that you, our audience, find enjoyable. Jess Hong, please take it away with the recap.
The party followed Reader in fighting the Cobalt raiding squad and made short work of it, with one exception, Balasar, the Dragonborn's bard, intending to make short work of one of the remaining kobolds by flicking it in the face to death. He missed. And instead, the kobold plunged a dagger into his thigh. The party decided to follow Rita back to her tavern known as the Demon Frog, but along the way, Lee, the Drow Paladin, and Rain, the Aasimar monk, just noticed a shadowy figure at the distance hold up a hand skyward, and then all of a sudden, disappear, leaving one of those dangerous, poisonous floating mushrooms in their wake. Backbone preyed over Belisar's unconscious form, being carried by Rita, and mystical energy transferred some life essence from him. But surprisingly, also, Zie Ling into Balasar, healing his leg wound. Upon arriving back in the tavern, Rita and the party are astounded by her husband's disappearance. Chester Fieldmaker, the legless X-Blade scholar, is no longer in the Demon Frog.
Dun, dun, dun! Thank you for that, Jess. And by the way, it was really cool just looking at your video because it looks like you just like casting a spell as a hooded figure.
The hooded Rachel.
I totally misinterpreted when it said backbone preyed on Balasar's sleeping body. I was like, not. I was like,
Like actual prank.
Prayed.
oh yeah. I was like,
Maybe you just hear what you want to hear, Nick.
Hey, no, I just love puns.
And puns love you.
Yes.
The party is in the Demon Frog. Rita has walked in past Lee. The rest of the party follows, and you all hear dead silence. And she goes, "Honey, we're home." Chester? What do you guys want to do?
There's no way he could have left. This place sucks and doesn't have a wheelchair ramp. Let's look around and see if we can find him.
Let's have a drink first.
Yes.
Okay, well, you guys have a drink. I'm gonna help Rita look for Chester.
Backbone, let's go to the bar.
Yep. And Balasar, you got to get me a drink. You owe me one.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yes, I also need health from the whiskey.
Um,
Oh my god.
Ankita,
I'm
can
gonna
you
help
please
look.
roll me a investigation check?
All right. So I guess that's a D20 plus my.
You are correct, madam.
Ooh, let's see. Investigation. 0, and I rolled a 19 though. So.
That's pretty good. So, the tavern known as the Demon Frog, I believe, if I remember right, has a high ceiling, wooden beams across. It has, I believe it was roughly 5 or 7 tables in the front, and then there is the bar. There is a kitchen past the bar, and beyond that, there is a back room that stores all of the drinks. And underneath the kitchen, there is a trapdoor that leads to where they store all of the food.
Hmm.
Okay.
You, following Rita, find 2 dead armored kobolds in the back room where all the drinks are stored. But very oddly, these kobolds are wearing heavy armor. That's not normal.
Mm.
What do you say to Rita, or do you say anything to Rita?
That's not normal.
And she goes, "Yeah, I know."
Yes, because you're very intelligent, Rita. Could you enlighten me, perhaps?
And she just-
think? Where do you
just-
think they got this armor?
She shushes you. And she holds out like her scimitar, because you get the feeling that even though the rest of your party is in the front looking around for drinks, there's a sense of danger in the back.
Oof, can I also take out one of my daggers and wield it?
You can definitely wield one of your daggers.
I'm scared, Rita.
And she looks back and he goes, "No, okay, no, you go. What were you going to say?"
Oh no, and I just like go behind her and I'm like, protect me.
And
You're
she
so
looks
strong.
back at you and goes, "Shh, there might be more of them here."
Okay, sorry.
She walks over to the trapdoor in the floor and looks at you and goes, she holds up 3 fingers, motioning on 3. And she points 1 finger, 2 fingers, 3 fingers. She yanks up the trapdoor and you both look down with your weapons. Do you have dark vision?
I think I do. Let me check.
Sorry, I have to close my windows.
Healing hands on healing. I do. Yes.
Fantastic. You see at the bottom of a rickety ladder, you see a kobold. And then more surprisingly, you see that this kobold is dead. It has several stab wounds in its back, and it is lying on the unconscious form of Chester. He's breathing, but it looks like he fell down the hole.
Chester!
No, Chester! Okay. Hey guys, just letting you know, just found Chester's unconscious body here, but continue drinking or whatever. We're gonna haul him out of this cellar.
I follow
Can I
her voice
run over?
immediately.
Yeah.
Lee! Get your
Lee?
ass over here!
Hang on.
Lee
I
and
can
Zie
follow
Ling
it
run over.
immediately after acquiring a large unopened bottle of rum.
Cool.
And quickly sculling my small bottle of rum from before and chucking the bottle. And then I
You
go down.
stole the whole thing?
Yeah.
Shit. Roll
The
me
small one I finished. The big one's new, and I just put it in my bag.
Please change that in your inventory and also roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Is that what is that? That's 20.
D20 Constitution saving throw modifier. So, but at the top of this trapdoor, you see Rita. She sheathes her scimitar and then quickly climbs down, like yanks the dead kobold off Chester, and then, she's strong, but she does struggle with the heavy weights.
I'm gonna come help her.
Yeah, and she pushes him up to you, so you pull him out.
Oh, great.
Okay, good.
Okay.
And you see that he has got a huge welt on his forehead.
Oh, Chester.
Oh no, not Chester. Oh, let's lie him down. Someone
And
would.
Rita, so I think Zie Ling and Lee are also there helping you, and it's very easy for the 4 of you to pull him over to the front of the tavern, where Balasar and Backbone are just drinking. What are you guys doing? This
Yeah.
What's the equivalent of Ribena in this world? That's what I'm drinking.
It would probably be watered down grape juice.
Grape juice.
That's what I'm having.
Grape juice.
No, but it's
Yeah.
watered down grape
Yeah,
juice.
but it's watered down grape juice.
Mhm.
So it's I don't know. I don't want to think of it like a weird name for that. Let's just move on.
Bruce.
Let's move on.
Did you want my pick?
Is anyone here a healer?
Yes.
Yes, I am. We all
I am
are.
now.
We all are.
Two of us, actually.
I don't want to waste my magic hands because I can only use them once.
Oh, DM.
Yes.
Can I use Can I use that thing that I do where I sing during my rest and then they get they roll for hit points so I don't have to use spells? Does this apply? Does this apply? Because we're not in combat.
This isn't a rest just yet, but if you convince the rest of your party to all sit down and chill for an hour, then yes, it will affect it.
Does just to get
You just
healed
stop
though?
resting, Balasar. You've just been carried back, okay?
No, it's not for me. It's for the guy that's knocked out.
Yes, Jen.
While they're arguing, can
Yeah.
I pick up a picture of whatever is near me and just splash it on Chester to see if it wakes him up?
You definitely can. Roll a d4 because you didn't know what was in the picture, and neither do we. So we're going to find out.
What did I roll that as Constitution check?
A 1.
A 1. It was water. The Constitution
thank
saving
God.
throw was because you took 4 things of rum in one go.
Oh, yes. I rolled an 11.
Okay. Everything is a little bit easier to handle today.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I feel like, Dilys, you were going to say something.
Oh, I was about to say, while everyone was busy doing their stuff, I know we're going away on a trip, so I've been looking for snacks. Have I found any?
Roll me a d12.
9?
A 9. You find more brownie from before, and and just because we can let art imitate life. What were the dumplings were you eat? What kind of dumplings were you eating before?
Chive and pork.
You found some chive and pork dumplings.
Oh,
Mm.
Oh, that would be amazing right now.
How many? Is this enough for one person or several people? Because I'm going to put them in my
hungry.
backpack.
It's enough for half of your party.
Ooh.
I'm gonna say that you can now add to your inventory 2 meals made out of dumplings and 2 meals made out of brownie.
mm.
Can I roll for medicine?
What kind of medicine roll do you want to make, Nick?
Finding healing medicine roll.
In this tavern?
Yeah, well, they might have medicine. I mean, you usually go to a store and they have their Vicks Vapor Rub or.
So that water didn't
Oh
work?
my
That you
God.
just splashed all over
Did the
Tester?
water not work?
I don't
Thank you for
know.
that.
That's why
I
I'm
forgot
getting
that we
medicine.
were talking about that. He stirs, but he doesn't wake up.
I see.
Okay, can I roll for medicine search?
Yes, please.
Yes.
That will be an investigation check.
Oh,
Because
okay.
You're looking for something. You're not using
Yes.
medicine.
Yes. Investigation.
Tell us, Nick. What do you roll?
Roll. Oh my God. It doesn't even matter, man. It's just it's just a natural 1. I don't need this medicine.
You go to move, and your intentions are pure, and you move a chair out of your way, and you're like, I'm gonna find some medicine, and then you don't realize that you've slammed the chair into your foot, and then you fall to the ground.
Oh.
Come back. Over. What was I doing? I don't
goodness.
remember. Jen.
Oh my God.
Can I go find some of that weird blue liquid that got us better, and then I want to lift up Chester and help him guzzle the drink if he can.
Okay, so you find some behind the bar, and Rita, noticing you doing this, she comes over and she helps, and she goes, where are my notes? Hang on. And she goes, yes, Tom Gun. It's a house brew, healing draught. We don't serve it for everyone, but good choice. I'm glad that you liked it enough to think of it. So if anyone can be bothered, it is Tomkarn. Tomkarn.
Tomka.
Is that the name of the drink?
Yeah.
Okay. Tomkarn. Huh?
Tomkarn.
Sounds Thai.
Yeah. Think.
Oh yeah.
Cars.
Put a Thai inflection on it if you can.
No R roll. No roll.
Tomka.
Karn.
Tomc. What?
Tomka. No.
What was your question, Jess?
How is it spelled again?
Tomkarn.
Aarm. Tomka.
Tomkarn.
Tomkarn.
Tomka.
Cool. A lot of it dribbles down his chin, but he starts to lick at it, and then you see his lips move, and he starts to, and his eyes open, and he looks at you, Zie Ling, and goes, oh. And then he's still not used to your rocky.
Yeah, I get that a lot. It's okay.
I'm going to say your rocky persona, but that's not what it means. What am I looking for? Your rocky appearance.
It's okay, just look at me. I'm a lot easier on the eyes. It's okay, Chester. I'll look at your wife, Rita.
You
Jesus.
feed him then.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to. Didn't you see me holding my hands out?
And
You always ignore me, Zie Ling.
and Rita takes it and she pours some into a little bit on her sari, like she's going to use it, and she presses it hard into the welt, and he winces and goes, oh. But you see,
Oof.
but as he groans, he starts to like, oh, yeah, okay. And when she removes it, the welt is considerably shrunk.
Nice. Can I use
What is
Leon
that stuff?
to heal it completely?
Yes, you can. Is that a roll? I forget at the moment.
I think it's a roll. Hang on. Where am I
Let's have a look. So, shall we?
Where am I? Leon's is. Oh, I don't actually. Doesn't actually say here.
Doesn't say.
No, as an action, you can touch and restore 1 to 10 hit points.
Yeah, you just touch and can restore as much as you choose. How much do you choose to restore to him?
Up to his full health,
Cool.
whatever that is.
How much can you restore?
Up to 10 points.
Up to 10
I'll choose
points.
2. I'll choose 2.
2.
10.
Okay, yeah, you restore 10. You no longer have this for the rest of, I believe, the day.
Okay.
He looks better. He goes,
Just
"Whoa."
a bit.
Yeah, just better. This is a high level fighter.
Mm.
And he goes, thank you. No, sorry, wrong. Thank you.
Hey. Chester, what happened?
I got hit in the head. It hurt.
Yeah, no kidding. I meant with the kobolds.
And before he answers you, Rita goes, she looks over at Lee and goes, I guess magic isn't all bad. Chester, he sits up, and you see now that he has sheaths on his forearms, and none of his daggers are with him. You suspect that all the daggers are in the kobolds.
Mm.
And he goes, well, after you left, they came running in, and they were ready for me because I threw my daggers, but they were ready for that. And I mean,
the armor.
I'm always ready for a scrap, but damn, I have never seen kobolds wear armor before. That really threw me. And and jumping off and like hopping over to the back, I pulled open the trap door, and then that's when that third one, he got me. And all I remember is we fell in, and then I was suddenly in this one's arms. And he looks over at Zie Ling and goes, what was it? Zie Ling? You know, your skin isn't as rocky as I thought it would be. It's actually pretty nice. You got some soft skin there. I appreciate it. Rocky appearance. Soft. Ooh,
Okay,
nice.
I know that. Let's get back to the armored kobolds.
I take a big step backwards away from Chester.
And Rita looks at Rain and goes, now you see what I have to put up with all the time.
Oh. Yeah, sister. Seems like you're handsome.
Balasar, please roll me a perception check at advantage.
Oh, thank goodness. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Okay, well, I rolled a 3. How much advantage do I get?
You get one more roll.
Oh, okay.
You get to take the higher number.
Okay, I'll roll again.
What was worse?
Oh, it's 13.
Okay.
Lucky or unlucky?
Yay!
I don't know.
13 is my favorite number, so I'm always going to say it's lucky.
Prime.
You smell from the kitchen a very familiar smell, and suddenly your stomach rumbles.
Rumble, rumble, rumble.
And Chester goes, so I guess you went to visit Sanjay's grave? How was it?
He's asking me?
He looks at all of you, and then he notices that Rita has a gash in her forearm that's healed, but like she's got a scar that wasn't there before. And he goes, oh, damn. How many?
Yep. 10, I think. How many were there?
There were 10.
Yeah, there were
Guys?
10.
Yeah.
I like that Dilys like recalled everything in her head, and she was like, yeah. Like, I could see like the calculations, like that meme.
Like that meme. Yeah,
That's my life.
But yeah, as we paid tribute to Sanjay's grave, they came and we saw them coming over a hill. I mean, made pretty short work of them since there were so many of us. On the way back, Lee and I noticed one of those mushrooms off in the distance. Looked like there was a person there as well, but it was hard to see.
Well, it looks like there was a person that disappeared in replace of a mushroom.
Yeah.
And Chester goes, what?
Yeah.
And then he looks to Rita
crazy.
for reassurance, and Rita goes, don't ask me, I didn't see it. But then Rita looks at Backbone and goes, I want to say though, MVP of the fight, that guy, he threw a crazy hit. I have not seen someone smash someone until
Remind me
they
of
fly
the
up parallel to the ground and then bring them back down again.
Yeah, and none of us will mention what's the opposite of an MVP? Yeah, none of us are gonna mention some
LVP?
Most valuable player?
clicking
At least LVP.
An LVP. And then like Rita shushes Rain halfway. It's like, shh.
Everyone's thinking it.
It's true.
Can we get Chester like some food or drink since he's just woken up? And
So you say that out loud?
I'll just be like, come on, Chester, let's get you a drink.
And
You
Rita
still
helps
look a bit
him.
shit.
She passes him a tankard of Domgan, and then also like she goes, "Hey, what were you cooking?" And Chester looks over. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh my god, it's gonna burn! Someone go check on it.
And Rita runs into the back and brings out a tray of deep fried red bean sesame balls.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Yes! Huzzah! Today's a good day.
And everyone is excited about this, but Balasar suddenly looks the happiest anyone in the party has ever seen.
Good. Oh, this is the best news I've heard today. It's worth it.
All the pain and humiliation was worth it.
What?
Nothing. I didn't.
That's not how I
say
saw
anything.
it.
Don't talk to me, you bad.
You talked to me first.
I was talking to myself, actually. I do it quite often.
You named me.
Oh my god.
Yes,
Hey, let's get to the sesame balls. More important
things.
things. Sesame bean balls.
It is so funny to see like Ankita and Nick yell at each other, Dilys yell, and neither of them hear her. And then Mustaq just looks really bored.
No, maybe he's in deep thought, Ben. He's in deep thought.
He's meditating, sure.
Yes, with his eyes open.
Yeah.
You can meditate with your eyes open.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So Chester, he hops down on his like bit of a leg, and then he moves into a very, very small cart. It's tiny wheels, but he's able to use his hands to kind of like scoot himself around the tavern. And he goes over to a booth. It is pretty much the only booth. All the other tables in the Demon Frog are standalone tables. Some of them look like they have the ability to extend out, like you've seen before. And what he does is he taps a particular part of the booth, the back of the booth, and a hidden tray slides out. And he brings out 3 glass vials and a pair of braces. Do you guys know what braces are?
Well, like the clothes
Sorry,
braces.
not for your mouth.
The...
So like armor for your forearms.
Oh, yep.
Like why?
And he puts them up on the table. Can everyone roll me a perception check, please?
Yeah.
D20?
Yeah. D20, add your perception modifier.
Oh my gosh.
I rolled a 16. I mean,
I rolled a
15
16
plus one.
too.
Natural 20
I have
for
24.
18.
Oh, jeez. 18.
Natural 20 plus 4.
Yep.
Sorry,
Like,
what do I
exciting.
add? What do I add?
Perception
Ow.
modifier.
Perception.
What did you get?
16
Plus
plus
2.
4.
So I got 18 plus 2.
Wow, that's a lot of 20s and above.
5 plus 2. I want the physical dice, DM. I want the physical dice.
Yeah, it seems like it's rigged against you, Balasar.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
it's just you, eh?
You should do like a detoxing juju.
Thank you, Dilys. Yeah.
Bad juju.
I believe people when they tell me they get a natural 20. So Balasar is just thank you, Jess.
Oh, nice.
Oh, we're
So-
doing it.
I'm happy
Balasar
for you.
is just, he doesn't even care about this hidden tray that's come out. He's just looking at those deep fried red bean
Yes.
sesame seeds.
Priorities.
He reaches over and Rita goes with him. He goes, yeah, of course, eat them.
Yeah.
That's what they're for. But everyone else is staring at these braces, and you see on the side of them, one says demon, one says frog.
Wow.
Ah.
Oh.
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 He also presents the 3 vials. He puts them on the table and he goes, all right, team. So I'm not going to single anyone out here, but who in the party doesn't have healing? and he sees Zie Ling slowly raise their arm, and he goes, "Okay, everyone else is healing. Man, you guys are stacked in that department." And then he slowly pushes all of the glass vials over to Zie Ling. These are healing potions. If you find yourself in a bit of a bad corner where none of your party are able to help you, you can just gulp this down and it'll heal you right back up. So you can add that to your inventory now, Jen.
Thank you, Chester.
And then he holds up the demon frog forearm braces and goes, "Who here has the lowest, is the most likely to get hit? Who here has the lowest armor? Who here has the lowest sense of armor?"
Oh.
Lowest sense of what? Aura.
Sorry, armor. And so, like, who here has the lowest AC?
Wait, we all leveled up though, so doesn't
your armor doesn't level up?
Of course. Wait, actually,
now I think it levels up later. Maybe it also depends. If you buy armor in game, then your AC also.
So you want
we're looking
AC, not our Constitution.
No, AC.
That's
Okay.
armor class, is that right?
Armor class. Yep.
Okay.
13. I'm
12.
sitting on 13.
13, 12,
11.
11,
I got 12.
12,
17.
17. Zie Ling?
12.
12. And he looks over at it and goes, "Well, I did say that you were probably the most important person." And he hands the braces to it and says, "If you want, you just strap them on and they adjust to your body size." Does
That's
it
good.
make them?
Didn't think I would fit them.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah,
they look,
it's the tiny kid.
They look big enough for your legs. They look like
spandex.
like they're thigh size for you.
I could have some thigh pads.
You gotta get some meat on you, kid.
And you put them on? Cool. You wear them through, and for 1 second it's like they're really massive and they're really baggy, and you look at Chester and go like, "Are you sure? Because these don't." And then suddenly there's a weird click sound, and then they fit perfectly. And you look at Chester and go, "Wow, you possibly haven't had many presents in your life." So you suddenly feel
I am ecstatic, but you will not see that. I'm pretending this happens to me all the time. Yeah.
So there's no sense of betrayal of emotion on its face.
I'm like, "Thanks, G."
And he goes, "Gee, nah, it's C.
My God,
Chester.
kids these days, I swear to God, no manners.
It's not gesture. It's just, oh my.
Can you read?
No, as it turns out.
Dilys, so you can add like a pair of braces to your inventory, right, +1 AC, and then bring your AC up to 12.
Sweet.
And just as Chester finishes talking to it, he suddenly looks out the window and goes, "What the?" And he quickly like scoots over on his little cart, and he goes to the front door, pushes it open, and looks into the distance. Does anyone follow him?
Yeah.
I'll follow.
Yeah.
I'll follow that man.
So pretty much everyone runs up after him, which is
Oh no, not running. No, I'll be. Can I go middle of the pack?
sure. Everyone saunters over.
Yeah, let's saunter. I mean, he's shuffling.
No, he shuffled up really quickly on his car.
Oh, okay.
I would like to run.
Sure.
Yeah,
So
I would like to be
I
next to
will
him.
also.
It doesn't
You
matter.
know.
Everyone gets to see this now because he swung the door wide open. And he points up, and you see the same hill where you saw a figure in the distance.
Mm-hmm.
You now see a huge wolf.
A wolf?
A
Wow.
wolf, and it howls. You hear, and you see him like shiver for a second. He goes, "Oh no, dire wolf. I don't know if that's good. I don't know if that's bad. Those things,
fuck.
they're big. Everyone can roll me a nature check. It can do it. Sorry, it and Lee can do it at advantage.
What check, sorry?
A nature check. So D20, nature modifier.
What's the advantage?
Roll twice, take the higher number.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, God.
14.
Oh.
I got a 9 plus
Cool.
a nature check, is it?
Yep.
Where's the nature modifier?
Oh, I have 9 minus 1.
Okay.
I got 7.
Oh God, I
Okay.
got 9 minus 2, 7.
Okay. What did you get, Jen?
14.
Cool. What did you get, Dilys and Nick?
15.
And Nicholas?
19 plus 0.
Okay. So Zie Ling, and Balasar. Balasar immediately thinks of this because of his family home. And he thinks of how dire wolves are normally ridden into combat by fully grown individuals. They are wolves the size of horses.
Ooh.
They are known to be incredibly loyal, very dangerous, but it often takes a long time to be able to steal the puppies sometimes at great risk and then breed them as your own pets. It is a very dangerous livelihood, if you will, to raise dire wolves as steeds. But if you have a dire wolf as a steed, they will largely be a lifelong companion.
I want one.
Ooh, can I cast heroism on myself? I want to cast heroism on myself. Can I do it?
Yes. To what end?
To what end? So I can tank just in case I get hit really hard.
Okay, I want you to just check how long the duration is for before you do that.
Oh, of course. Oh,
Because there's no point in doing it if it's only going to last like a minute.
okay, so a willing creature you touch is imbued with bravery. Gains temporary hit points equal to your spellcasting ability modifier at each of its turns.
D&D, so many rules.
Casting time 1 action. Concentration up to 1 minute.
So heroism will last 1 minute, which is 10 rounds of combat. It probably won't last a long time. Like you should cast it in combat.
Oh, okay, so we're not in combat yet.
Well, it's very far away.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I just don't want to preemptively get hit before I've armored up.
Yes, Jen.
Okay.
Can I ask Chester if he's seen a direwolf around here often?
Sure. Please say it how Zie Ling would say it.
So is this a regular occurrence around here, Chester?
And Chester goes, not in Tongod. I haven't seen one since. It's been many years since I've seen a dire wolf. And not in this area. I don't think I've seen any on the Diamond Isle before.
Man, what is with this place?
And Rita looks at Rain and goes, that's why we need you. There are so many things going on here.
And the things I do.
And Rita looks in and goes, the things you do for what, Rain?
Nothing! For the good of the people!
Yes, Jen? What were you going to ask?
Can I go back into the tavern and look at the armor that the kobolds were wearing and see if I can figure out where it's from?
Ooh.
Sure. I'm going to say that Rita follows you and anyone else who wants to join in, and then the two of you drag the 3 armored bodies to the middle of the dining area, and you just examine them. Roll me an investigation check, please.
$11.
11?
High enough. Yeah.
Okay. All you can tell is that the armor they're wearing isn't very well made. It seems to be a weird combination of copper, of brass, and sometimes random pieces of lead. So it's basically somehow they have strapped pieces of metal to their bodies, and it looks like a lot of it isn't made to be armor. Some of it may have been cooking utensils, some of it may have been random farming gear, farming machinery. Some of it may have been random container units. It's all very makeshift.
I'm gonna have a look as well.
Sure.
See if I see anything.
Roll me an investigation check.
Investigation check. Aw, 4.
4? Okay. By any chance, Lee, do you speak Undercommon?
I don't think so. I do not.
Okay. And then you point out to the rest of the group that hadn't noticed before, there is some weird inscribing on it.
Cool. Hey
But no
guys,
one-
there's some weird inscriptions on these makeshift armor. I can't read it.
Can I investigate those inscriptions?
Does Backbone speak Undercommon?
Oh no, Backbone doesn't. Sorry.
No, it's absolutely fine.
Does anyone here speak Undercommon?
It's just
Under what? Under the
Undercommon.
common.
It's a weird combination of lines that they're very deliberately inscribed, but they don't look well inscribed. It's not someone who's an artisan or a craftsman who made this inscription. It looks like a cross within a cross within a cross.
Mm-hmm.
Cross within a cross within a cross. Can I go check the cellar as well?
Yeah.
And the cobalt in the cellar?
Oh, it's been brought out. So all the 3 bodies are now laid out in the dining area on the ground.
Okay, very good. Never mind.
Very good. Okay.
Do
I
the
might-
cobalt have anything else on them?
Roll me investigation check.
While they're investigating, I'm going to turn to Rita and say, hey, so I think we're probably going to set off into the forest pretty soon. Are you coming with us?
And Rita looks at you, smiles, and goes, "No, I have to stay here.
Thought so.
But thanks for the invitation. Even if I don't have to look at after this one, I still have to provide food for the few families that are still here with nowhere else to go."
Of course. And I look at her and I look at Chester and I say to them both, well, we don't know what's going to happen out there, but it's been great knowing you guys.
And Rita goes, "Well, I hope you don't die, because once we come back, so that we can keep giving you money and whatever equipment we can, so you can help us with the endeavors of Town God."
I mean, I
Lovely.
will. No. I don't know what's going to happen here.
Oh my god, why are
And
you always
Chester goes-
so pessimistic?
Chester goes, "Lee, was it? Look, no one knows anything. I had no idea I was going to end up with this one. She's amazing." And Rita goes, "Lee, what?" And then just playfully slaps him. Dilys, what were you going to say?
I have a 3.
You have a 3?
5, but I'm -2 on investigation.
Oh no. Okay. So there are 3 spears that they all carried and 3 daggers. And they each had 1 gold coin on them.
Nice.
Can I grab the coins before anyone else searches the body?
Roll what is it called? It's not a stealth check, sleight of hand check.
Also, can I take the daggers out of the kobolds and give them back to Chester? Because they're his daggers, right?
Oh yes, good point. So No, they were armed with daggers, but each of them also had a dagger in their body. And so, like Chester, he takes his and he sheathes them back, and then you see him like take. I mean, these aren't great, but I'll hang on to them. And he puts them. I was going to say in his boots, but he doesn't have shoes. He puts them in his belt.
I got 6 total.
6 total. Everyone watches you pocket. It isn't stealthy at all. Does
As long as I
anyone
get to keep him.
The kid needs their allowance. It's all good.
Cool. So you can add it to your inventory. Chester looks at Lee and goes, "Okay, I mean, I've given you what money we have at the moment. Jailing, I've given some potions in case they get into a rut. The braces are with the kid. I will try to have more things for you, like more supplies if you come back, but try to think of it as maybe like every few days you come back here. We'll sort you out with food, with a place to sleep, with more supplies, with more weapons. We'll do what we can." And then you see Rita look at him, and she like kind of cocks her head questioningly and nods off to the direction of the front door, and he goes, yeah. We'll reach out to the blacksmith. He might have a few things up his sleeve. He likes to play with weapons." And then he reaches down and knocks one of the dead kobolds with that makeshift armor and goes, like Kiana can probably like melt this stuff down and create some more weapons. He's a good man with metal. And Rita goes, "Yeah, he's really noisy."
I mean, comes with the trade, I guess.
Yeah.
What do you guys do next?
Oh, I'm interested in this lifelong best buddy of mine. The direwolf. Come on.
Oh.
Come on.
Yeah,
No exposition about the lifelong buddy.
Oh, I see. I see what you meant.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, Jen. What your question? And then I'll answer.
I would like to undress the kobolds of their armor.
Okay, taking looting to the next level. I like it.
Zie Ling starts to take off the armor off the kobolds, and
Well, let's keep it G-rated here, man.
no, Chester.
I'll help her.
Yeah, it helps as well.
Can I play some music?
Oh my god, shut up.
Dim the light.
Balasar, the wolf was very far in the distance. You're talking like several kilometers. What did I say last time? Kilo. It doesn't matter.
I don't know. Said it was far.
Sorry.
No, it's far or something.
Yeah, it's quite far. Like it would take you maybe, I don't know, at least an hour to get to how far away you saw them.
Oh, them. There were more than one.
No, it was one. So
Oh.
it was one.
Lee turns to the group and asks, or rather says, "Well, should we head to this blacksmith guy, armor up, and head into the forest?"
And Chester goes, "You'll have to come back. He won't have anything prepared yet. But I'll reach out to him while you're gone. I'll make sure that when you guys come back, there'll be something for you."
Okay, everyone put in your orders, and let's go.
Can I get some nunchucks?
And he looks at you and goes, "Nunchucks?
Yeah, it'll be fun.
I mean, I don't know how many he can make in one go, but sure. Like I'll take 3 orders. I'll see if he can make them. I don't know if he will be able to, but sure, I'll ask. So nunchucks.
I just
Sleeping darts. Can I order sleeping darts?
And he goes like, when you say sleeping darts, are these darts that you throw and then you fall asleep or they fall asleep?
No, they fall asleep.
So they need to be coated with some sort of poison or something?
Yes. Oh, can I? What are my ranged weapons? Do I have ranged? Oh, damn.
Can I get like those Assassin's Creed like blades that you put on and then the kind of
Oh, you want a hidden
come out like
blade?
that? Oh yeah, that's the one. That's the one.
And he goes, I'll ask. You
May I
guys are
please
putting in
test
some
knuckle
really...
Excited. I love weapons.
what were you going to say?
Those knuckle duster things where like you things and you can like country water.
Oh, nice.
Oh, you want those things where it says like "I love mom" and then you punch them and then it's inverted on their faces.
And he goes, you know, kid, I would never have expected you to ask for something like a weapon like that, but sure, I'll ask. I'll see what he can do. Like, I don't know if he makes that kind of stuff, but sure.
Amazing.
I want flowers engraved into mine.
and then Rita goes, just go, guys, just go. Like, this is getting out of hand.
I agree.
I'm
We'll be
already
back.
at the door.
Don't worry, Rita and Chester.
And in that moment, you see them both like instinctively just reach out and put an arm around each other. And then they look at you and go like, come back safe.
Oh.
And
Thank
you
you,
walk out
Chester.
of
Bye.
the demon frog. What is the marching order?
First.
Second.
Mid.
I'm with Lee.
Yeah, we'll be somewhere.
So where's it gonna be?
I don't know. Whatever's left.
I mean, they could go in any myriad of ways. All I know is that Zie Ling is followed by Backbone, and then somewhere is Balasar.
In the
I
middle.
don't know where Lee.
We'll bring up the back.
We'll ride the back.
Okay, so Lee and Rain at the back. And where do you want to go?
So it's out the background.
I'll go at the back because if Balasar's talking, hopefully he's facing forward.
No, but then... Okay, I want to summon I want a breeze to come this way so the sound travels to the back.
Sure, roll me a d20. Let's see if you get your breeze.
Yeah, let's get that breeze, baby. Oh. Roll me 17.
You get a breeze, and it's very cooling. It does not change the direction of your vocal system.
Really? I thought sound travels with science.
Oh, God.
Anyway.
What time of day is it?
In my
No,
head.
wait, we didn't sleep.
Sorry?
Weren't we supposed to rest at the place?
We all got our hit points though because we leveled up. So
Yeah, true. Okay.
In
I know
my head,
we're all
it's the
good. I
afternoon.
just wanted to
You're
heal
right.
what's his face, but he's good. So
Chester.
yeah, I wanted to heal him without using a spell, but he's good, so it's fine.
Cool. I
thanks for Lee.
I
Good
imagine
job,
that
Lee.
it's like late afternoon, maybe 3 or 4 in the afternoon.
Oh, cool.
So you can see the sun, and it's not quite setting, but it's heading towards the horizon.
Oh, beautiful.
Is it hot? What season is it?
It is a cool autumn day.
Ooh, like
There are leaves blowing in the wind every now and then. And Balasar in particular, he's trying to like make his words flow with the wind, and it's not quite working.
Oh my god.
It's quite funny because to anyone, like, you walk through the town and there are a couple of windows or doors that as you walk past, they close. And you get the feeling that this town isn't necessarily scared of you specifically. They're just scared. This town has been under a lot of unfortunate circumstances of late. People have been dying. People have been disappearing. There are you come up to the town square and you see the bodies of the dead kobolds from earlier in the day.
Can we loot them?
Are they just lying in the square?
Well, yeah, because no one has come out to get rid of them. You guys didn't get rid of them. They're just
Oh. That's kind of unsanitary.
It is. Disease.
Can I set them on fire?
Should we just burn them?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd like to clear the
Wait.
bodies as well.
Can we loot them first?
Didn't we already loot them?
Did we? Oh,
They-
okay.
We did.
they have been
Yeah.
looted.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Cool.
So
Yeah,
Like
just
the-
burn them.
the bodies.
The party, I believe that there were 4 of them. So you just pull them into a small pile. And as you're pulling them into a small pile,
Starts to move.
everyone roll me a perception check.
Yes, ma'am. 12.
Oh god.
17.
Cool.
2.
13.
Cool.
Is there an addition of something?
What,
Your perception modifier.
plus
Okay.
4, 21.
Wow.
I've got a 5. 3 plus 2.
5 plus 2, 7.
Cool.
I have a 7.
16.
Cool. Dilys, how much did you get?
19.
Cool. So Backbone isn't looking up. He's just kind of admiring his shoes, the curved pointy shoes
shoes, yeah.
that come out from the bottom of his Shawani like outfit. And he's like, man, I'm really glad I made that purchase. And
It's all that right, Vina.
fantasy Rabina. And Lee looks up and she suddenly notices that there are small figures running towards the town square on the opposite side of you. So on the other side of all these bodies that you've made into a pile, suddenly you see 5 kobolds running towards you, and they are yipping like angrily, and you see them like pulling it, like running with their spears, dagger.
Not more kobolds, man.
Honestly.
But there are also, so they're coming at you straight ahead, and to the right, along one of the other streets, there is suddenly a very loud sound that sounds very odd, and it goes look.
I thought you were gonna go blink, 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 blink.
And suddenly you see 3 floating mushrooms float towards the kobolds, but they float towards the kobolds. And the kobolds look like they're gonna jump out of the way, but suddenly the ground shifts, and what looks like it was smooth before kind of churns in on itself, and it almost looks like the entanglement spell that it had cast in a previous fight, but instead it almost looks more like the ground turned into quicksand, but it was like smooth rock when you had previously walked on it, and suddenly they get caught in the ground, and you see that all of them have at least 1 foot stuck into the ground, and they all start yipping at each other, and this whole time the mushrooms are slowly floating towards them.
Oh my god.
And they see the mushrooms and they start yipping, scared. Does the party do anything?
I just bring it to everyone.
Let them
No, we
grab
just
some
watch.
popcorn.
Yeah.
Oh, moral compass.
Just watch. I just want to watch.
So the party relaxes, and as you're relaxing, one of the kobolds with a sling tries to throw stones at you, but
What?
because it's
Okay,
because
no,
it's
we're not
like caught in
saving
the
them
ground,
anymore. No.
it's yipping, and it's like yip, 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 yip. And the mushrooms just bear down, floating gently, and you watch the 3 mushrooms make contact with the kobolds. There's suddenly a big mist, the green silvery mist from before, and they all try to hold their breath. But let's see if they succeed. but none of them succeed. To various degrees, they all inhale involuntarily at some points, and you see they immediately start to cough and whimper, and then their skin changes color and weird splotches appear.
Ugh.
And for one in particular, the one who breathed in the most, you see the splotch burst open, and it just collapses to the ground. And the other three reach out to it, but all one by one fall down as well. And then you see the ground shift again. So it went from being like twisted to smoothing out. And suddenly they are no longer held by the ground.
What the
This is
fuck?
weird.
Can I
Yeah.
quickly look around and see if anyone's around?
You definitely can. Please roll me a perception check, Ray.
I got an 11. Wait, a 12.
A 12?
Yeah.
You don't see anyone.
Are they within 30 feet of us?
Fuck.
They're probably more like 50 to 60 feet away. You could walk over and check it out if you wanted to.
I walk closer, but not within that close. But so like 30 feet away from them, and then
Sure.
do a detect magic ritual.
Yeah. Is that a cantrip? Or is it a
It's
spell?
a spell.
Sure. What does it look like when it casts this spell? I think I forgot at one episode that you have to hold your cactus, right?
So I put my hand to my chest, and no one can see what's happening, and then I just look like I'm thinking really hard.
Okay. So in your vision, suddenly everything kind of goes a little bit black, and then you see the ground it starts blinking yellow, but it's fading. And then you see the kobolds, all of them just look like dark clay figures for this duration of the spell. And you see the dust that was the mushrooms. It also glows. It glows green. It glows bright green, but it's also fading. And you watch, and everything kind of fades out until it's all black. And then you come out of your spell, and you realize that everything that you saw glow was magical, but the magic faded as you were watching.
Do I know which school of magic it was? Because it says, and you learn at school of magic, if any.
No, sorry, I should have removed that because I am ignoring that bit of it. So it's just magic. It gets very complicated if you try and pay attention to all the different schools of magic. Yo.
Also go check the alleyway where the mushrooms came from.
Sure. Roll a perception check. You walk over to the center of the town square and you look down that alleyway.
15.
15? You don't see anything. But suddenly you hear the wolf howl again. Oh.
I look to the direction of the howl.
Roll me a perception check.
Man, this is creepy.
3 + 4 is 7.
You do not see anything.
Damn.
Can I try the same thing? Can I?
Look towards where the howl was.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna say.
Actually, I want to go to the alleyway.
Okay.
Is there another alleyway?
I mean,
from the one
the
that
opposite alleyway,
Mm.
because you guys are kind of at the crossroads.
Right. Yeah. I'll
So
look at. I'll
the other
investigate.
side.
The,
Roll me a perception check.
15 plus 2, 17.
17.
Yeah.
You see 2 individuals running towards you, and they are unarmed. They look scared. They are 2 humans.
Yep.
Brown skin, brown hair, fairly nondescript features. One of them is carrying a child, and the 3 of them run up to you and go, Sir, Do you know where we can go for shelter? We don't think it's safe in our house anymore.
What happened?
We saw kobolds run past our windows, and then we saw the wolf, the giant wolf from our front door, and we thought we better not stay in our farmhouse anymore.
Do you know where the demon frog is?
1 moment. The man who is carrying the child goes, no, and the woman looks very ashamed and goes, of course.
Good. I don't care why. I don't care how you know the demon frog. Just get you and the baby and this gentleman to the demon frog and say and get shelter there.
It's a child that looks maybe about 7 or 8 years old. Yes, Jen.
Okay.
Before they go, can I please ask them where their farmhouse is?
Where their farmhouse is?
Yes.
Cool. It is. So they were heading from the opposite alleyway of where the mushrooms came, and they said, the man goes, of course. Where the Jens, and the Jen farmhouse is over there. I suddenly realized I thought of that probably because your name is Jen and I was looking at you.
Just looking at Jen going.
Yeah. But the Jen farmhouse is that way. And then they both turn to Balasar and both like have a slight inclination of the head. And the child looks at you and smiles. And then they run off. Backbone, please roll me. Backbone, roll me a perception check. Rain, roll me a history check.
Okay. Why does it say P+2? What does that mean?
Proficiency. So proficiency is something that your character is more skilled in than other things. So your proficiency means that you get a +2 to whatever number you already have.
7 + 2, 9.
9, thank you. And Rain?
I rolled a 2 + 2. I got 4.
You got 4? Okay.
Yeah.
The child looked very happy that you guys could tell it where to go, or tell the family and it where to go.
Oh, god damn it.
Yes,
child.
Jen?
I'm just gonna say that I want to head to the farmhouse. Does anyone want to follow me? Otherwise, I'm off.
Why?
Because the wolf was there.
No.
Did they mean that they saw the wolf from their front door, or they saw the wolf at
I thought it was the kobolds.
I thought it was
Either
Cobalt.
way,
They said the wolf
it's
as
close
well.
to their house.
They saw kobolds run past their window, and they saw the wolf run past their front door.
See?
Oh, fuck!
I'm coming.
And the wolf?
See?
And the wolf?
I'm
and
going.
The dire
I'm
wolf?
going.
The dire, yeah, it was the
Wait,
dire.
Okay, I'm coming. I'm coming. I'll be there.
Oh my god.
We shouldn't
What?
split up. Let's
Oh,
We should all stay
agree
together.
with the Lee. I agree with Lee. And then
Yeah,
I
of
grab
course you
onto
do.
Lee's, and then I grab onto Lee's arm, and I'm like, yeah.
Okay, so I just want to check. As the players, do you want to split the party?
No.
No.
So 4 no's, and Jen and Nick aren't saying anything.
Wait. If Zie Ling wants to investigate,
Don't just run off.
if Zie Ling wants to investigate where the dire wolf is, as long as the dire wolf is there, I will back you up, and I can heal you too.
You don't know that the direwolf is there. You don't know if it's still there. It might still be there. You don't
Well,
know.
I think at the very least, if we're going to split, it shouldn't be all by yourself.
We're not splitting
I
up.
want to.
We're all going.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I wanna try and track its, feet or whatever. Footprint.
I'm really good at hunting.
Can we go do that?
Can I?
Okay, I'm going to say, Jen, roll me a persuasion check. Let's see if you
Mhm.
can convince the whole party to follow you.
Okay. Oh, fucking damn it. 5.
Wait, can I roll persuasion? I'm proficient in it.
So am I. I'm a +3, but I rolled a 2.
Oh no! Wait, how did you roll a 2?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I
Your
want to
bad luck's
roll,
rubbing off on
and
us.
then I'll back Zie Ling up, but I want to roll. Can I roll?
Yes, but I'm going to say that you do it at a higher DC. So it was a lower DC for Zie Ling because you guys are all standing around talking, and
Okay.
someone has just failed in convincing the whole group to do something, but you're going to try and convince them again.
Yes.
Suddenly become harder.
Yes.
So-
Fight the
Well,
odds.
Can I add
Be the
something to that?
exception, not
Yes,
the rule.
you can. What do you want to add?
I come from a city, so I have like lots of city secrets according to my background features. And this means I can travel between any two locations in the city twice as fast as our speed would normally allow. So we could go with Zie Ling, but can we go twice as fast and then we can come twice as fast back and then keep going?
You can if everyone follows your lead.
But we can't keep up with her, can we?
No, you can. You can if it
okay.
leads the way.
Oh,
Cool.
cool. So do I
Down.
read people
So I'll say I can do that if Balasar manages to convince
to persuade?
I'm counting on you, man. Come on.
Although
Okay.
I doubt it, Balasar.
I was going to
wow.
say that you had to do it at disadvantage, but because it is helping you and it doesn't normally take your side, so this is like the stars aligning and like the sun shining down on you in a glorious.
Oh wow, this is a lot of build-up.
Do not roll a 1.
Make a straight roll.
Hey, the internet gods will choose. Okay, D20, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Add your persuasion modifier.
So my D20 plus my persuasion modifier. Oh my goodness! What a man! Oh. Okay. I'm like more than you can get on the dice, man.
Yes.
What did you roll?
I'm like a 19, and then my persuasion is like P plus 5. So am I like a 24?
24.
Oh yes, it's like the TV show.
Yes.
Doo-doo, doo-doo.
Can you please tell me what you say to convince the whole party to do this?
Please don't sing.
I'll stop singing.
It does not work.
Okay, fine.
No, I'm
Okay.
going to say ignore Jen. Do
Sorry.
what your
Where can you sing a song?
tells you to do. You're a bard. Bard's got to sing.
I'm a
if Bard
bard.
wants to
Okay,
sing.
fine.
Only if you want to, though. No pressure. It's just
Okay, well, not right now. I'll save the good stuff for later.
Sure.
Anyway, okay, guys. I know Zie Ling's not very persuasive, but I believe that this is worth investigating, and if it will help us speed boost, then maybe good things will come out of it. I don't know.
Oh, that's really convincing.
It's amazing because the words and the intonation aren't convincing,
Yeah.
but everyone feels, wow, Balasar, you know what? Right, I was
thought
wrong
that
about
counts.
you. Because of how you handled that, Balasar, did I give you inspiration before?
No, I wasn't inspired. No.
So you get inspiration for that persuasion speech.
Oh.
The party suddenly feels, you know what? The Dragon Bard is right. We need to go and try to find this wolf.
Hallelujah. Okay. Sure, whatever.
Hey, what's your idea? I'm just backing.
Who goes first?
Yeah, it.
Oh yeah, of course. Thank you. For 1 second, I forgot about your city secrets. It leads the party, and it goes down. It takes the party down an alleyway that doesn't look like it's going to get to where you think. And you've never even seen this alleyway before, but you just know inside you that this is a shortcut. And it's a damn good shortcut because you go down it, you turn a left, you turn a right, you turn another left. How is this going straight? But suddenly you are on the outskirts of town, and you see in front of you there is a townhouse, and on the letterbox it says the Gens, JENN. And
Whoa.
there is a small clay doll on the letterbox.
It's like a voodoo thing.
Can I investigate that door?
Yeah, sure. It looks like something maybe a child might have made. And you look out past it, and there is a rickety farmhouse that is maybe a kilometer down a track. There's a bit of a field. The crops aren't doing particularly well. Everything looks a little bit brown. And as you look at this farmhouse, there's suddenly a big, you can't quite tell, a big commotion from inside.
Whoa.
And you hear like what sounds like not quite explosions, but big rocks hitting each other, and possibly maybe metal hitting metal, and yells and screeches. And suddenly the main building of this town, of this farmhouse, collapses.
Oh shit.
And we're going to take a break there.
Okay.
No!